So a nice easy breakdown on the Niger situation is simply this. The countries you can see in red are pro-West and maybe talked into going in and fighting a proxy war for the West. The countries in green are supporting Niger and the countries in orange are neutral. Now, people are saying that Wagner are not in Niger. They absolutely are. The commentators, and I don't know why the pro-Russian commentators are denying this. It's very, very straightforward. I'm in contact with 3 Wagner gentlemen, and two of them are actually in the capital. So saying that they're not there is nonsense. And why shouldn't they be there? Do America, France and Britain and the West not intervene or go into countries to look after their interests? Of course they do. So why should we be upset that the Russians and the Chinese are going to do the same? Now let's talk energy here. So 30% of the households in France are directly affected if there is no uranium. 70% of France's nuclear energy comes from nuclear. Now, they could do business with Kazakhstan and Canada, but they don't want to pay the prices. Currently, 15% of the money goes back to Niger or into the puppet government's pockets that France had installed, and 85% of the profits went to France. Russia and China offered 50% of the profits, and Niger wanted to do that. So there's a very, very big similarity with what happened in Ukraine, because the IMF were going to give Ukraine a massive loan which would have enslaved their people for many years to come, and Russia were going to give them a loan plus cheap energy. Victoria Nuland then paid, yes, that name again, Victoria Nuland then put paid to that by organising a coup in Ukraine, and she has recently visited Niger. Can you see a pattern here? You should be able to, and it will be done, of course, through the National Endowment for Democracy. Now, another thing that we need to look at here is very, very simply, when we talk about what's going to happen here, France can't allow this because it would collapse their economy and put them basically on a par with Germany in terms of their economic downturn. At the moment, they're not too badly affected, but this would affect them massively. There seems to be now a very, very big effort by Africa to throw the old colonialist style out. And remember, 14 countries are controlled by the CFA franc, so the money supply is completely controlled by France, which gives them a heck of a lot of power in Africa. The Africans don't want them anymore, and now the West is panicking. The US are behind this, as are everybody else involved in these profits.